beneficial to all concerned. That's the Rotary four-way test. Those are the powerful 24 words made famous by Rotary International. I learned that song when I attended a Rotary-sponsored youth camp, the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, aka RYLA. Rotary International was established in 1905 when attorney Paul P. Harris and 3 other business acquaintances in Chicago called a meeting together. The other 3 were a mining engineer, a coal merchant, and a tailor. The name Rotary came about because they rotated meetings at each other's offices. It grew so large that the Chicago Club became necessary to adopt the now common practice of a regular meeting place. The next 4 clubs were in San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, and Seattle. In 1910, the National Association of Rotary Clubs was established. In 1911, the first Rotary Club established outside America was in Dublin, Ireland. Then in 1912, the Winnipeg Rotary Club in Canada was established, and then it was called the International Association of Rotary Clubs. In World War I, the Rotary in Britain increased from 9 to 22 clubs, and then in Cuba and China between 1916 and 1920. The name Rotary International became official in 1922, and in 1925 there were over 200 clubs. In 1959, the state government of Queensland, Australia invited Rotary clubs to help plan an event to help celebrate the centennial. The Princess Alexandria, who was in her early 20s, was due to attend, so a lot of the activities were targeted around her age group. There were 300 men and women aged between 17 and 23. With the young attendees, the Rotary saw the potential to create an annual youth program. The governor of the then District 260 approved of this, and in May 1960, RYLA was an official Rotary project. In 1971, at the convention in Sydney, Australia, RYLA became worldwide. RYLA is an exceptional camp to attend, and in July 2013, I and 5 other Cedar Falls High School girls had the honor to be selected to participate in the Iowa RYLA 2013 at Wartburg College in Waverly. When I first got there, the thing that will always crack me up and that I thought was always cute was the counselors ran to us with their arms wide open saying, "Welcome to RYLA," and gave us big tight hugs. Some liked it and some were uncomfortable. I liked it. While I was at RYLA, we played a lot of physical and mental activities and games that were called matrices. We learned our personality colors, which are orange, blue, gold, and green. We have all 4 of those, but of course, there is always one dominant. Mine was orange. Orange is the outgoing and fun-loving attitude. Blue is the empathetic and loving, emotional person. Gold is the leaders and good organizer. And green is the deep thinker and very smart. And of course, all of our RYLA teams had people of those colors, and that all helped to solve any problems or have fun and care about others. We also learned how to deal with the tough things in life. And we always did this, which is of course, it is the rock on sign of the 1980s, but it is also the sign language form of I love you. And we did that at RYLA. We had delicious meals provided by the Wartburg cafeteria. We learned the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? We learned that in words and in song. We listened to touching stories by our counselors and Rotarians. And we all overall met awesome friends that I could never forget. We also had these warm fuzzy bags where we wrote letters to our friends at RYLA. And of course, the term warm fuzzy meant it was good. Not warm and fuzzy, warm fuzzy. I had an exceptional opportunity to meet the legendary singer, Mr. Simon Estes. He talked about his history, where he came from, and his latest project, the Save the Children, Save Their Lives. And we all got a copy of his CD, which the profits will go towards getting bed nets for children in third world countries to protect them from mosquito-borne illnesses. Some other exceptional events that took place during RYLA were this one called Take a Look Around. What that was we got up on the stage if we faced an affliction that the head counselor said, and we were asked 3 questions. What do we want to know about you? What don't you want us to say about you? And what can we do to help? And then he said, take a look around. You're not alone. And then we would sit down. And the time when we were not on stage, and even when we are on stage, we comforted those who were having a hard time reflecting back on their afflictions. When we were all done, we continued giving hugs to others and telling them that if there was anything that they needed, just come to me or anyone else, because we all love each other. Another thing that I enjoyed was the talent show and dance. Since I love performing, I participated in the talent show by singing, and there were a lot of other kids that participated in the talent show, and a lot of them I was highly impressed with. One thing that was hilarious was the lost and found. And of course, that means if you lost something, it got found. But in order to get the thing back, you had to do a silly thing, what the head counselor told you to do. And of course, like what I said earlier, there was a lot of hugging. Ever since the first day of RYLA, I just found that we were able to just hug everyone freely. And the whole time I was there, I was given important motivational quotes. Like one that I found was, if I can remember correctly, was, impossible means nothing. Because it really means, I'm possible. Some of the friends I made at RYLA include Stephanie Messick, Taylor Bergert, Gabriella Petkova, Jace Haddish, Chris Culver, Thomas Woodruff, Maddie Noble, Emily Bray, Abby Watson, Chesha Lotion, Jamie Porter, Morgan Elizabeth, Erica DeBrune, Thomas Han, Paige Andreessen, Amanda Post, Daniel Zhu, Caitlin Melcher, and Megan Tecker. And the names go on and on. I apologize if I mispronounced your last name, but I love you all. As a RYLArian, which is what you're all called, as people in Rotary are called Rotarians, and those who attend RYLA are called RYLArians. I encourage all of you that have not gone to RYLA yet to go to RYLA. How to do that is you fill out an application, and if you're lucky, you get to attend. RYLA is a great way, I mean one of the best ways, to become a better person and to make great friends. I'm Hannah Ackerman, and this is History Live, and go RYLA!